touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
51. Yo, 80.
Get that quarterback. Hey, Orbit. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Go, Mike.
3rd and long. It's Darnold under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
They'll run on first down. Clifton, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Mike, check 33.
Darnold from the gun. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now Bell stopped up behind the line as he's going to wind up losing a couple here. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I smell fear in that offense.
Mike, check 33. 33.
He can't hang.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Here's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around, make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
51 to mine. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. This one caught by Crowder. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Check 9, check 9.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Side. 51 to mine. Rip right. Rip right.
Watch that, watch that, watch that.
Get ready. Topper, topper.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Go, young lady.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Stop your whining.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
They'll go for it with Bell. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd and short.
Then we start looking for big-time corners. We're going to start with athleticism, but without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here. If they into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Anunwa, the intended target. On first down, Clifton looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A first down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn in.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder, 79 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Check mark 33. Check mark 33. It's coming to set.
From the 29, Darnold. Paul bringing it in. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 on the play. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. Joker, Joker. Joker, Joker.
Oh, 80.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Fight 51.
Again, Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call.
Hey, exit.
51 to Mike, boys. 51. Watch the run. Watch the
Red 80.
51 to Mike.
Throwing again is Darnold. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Braxton Berrios, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. And this is Parker, complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right there.
They'll set up a throw. And he finds Parker here, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This one fielded at the 5. Yeah, they'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike. Yo, ladies. It's been a long day for you. Hey, watch this, watch this.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got a man, it's Berrios, complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
I got him. Back to mine. I got him.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Red 80. Mike check 33.
Here's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Does that happen to you? There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Now it's Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December,
giving.
right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Motion, motion. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Rabbit, 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 rabbit. Chest, chest, chest. Red 80.
Hey, Haywood.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You remember me. Let's go, baby. Red 80. Watch the ship. 80. Hey, watch the ship. Watch that.
Off of play action, Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Mike 51. Mike 51. We got it.
Now Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean,
Let him know.
oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Mike 51.
Hey,
Mike.
Delta.
Danny. Red 80.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. Flushed out right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Raekwon McMillan. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
60 Pittsburgh. Chopper.
They'll run on first down. Clifton. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
They go play action here on first down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Parker that time. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Calling a loss loss of 2 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I got one. Young lady. Mike 51.
Hey, wahoo!
They're running it.
Darnold from the gun. And he's got a moonwalk. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter.
Hey, watch the slant.
From the 24, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, high 7.
To the air again, Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Go.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike, check 33. Come for you. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And no, it's incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Got it. Watch 57. Go. Check. Crunch. Let's go.
On 1st down, Clifton. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Let's go. Young lady. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
looking to throw on second down. Darnold throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The Jets on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike check 33. 33. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check it out, lady.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A 1st down run for Bell, not going to get much. Maybe a couple, and it's 2nd down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
From midfield now on 2nd down. Darnold. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Jets on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, Foxtrot.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Bravo!
Mike 51.
So don't say nothing.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey. You ready? 51 to Mike, boy. 51.
On 4th down, Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. And that is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the deep.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan.